Hey everyone, so let's go through this flow and the different parts and how it all comes together. So the first part, you can see here, the flyer is basically going to go into a handstand, and I'm just going to catch her with my feet where I would usually place them to for a whale position. So that's like about middle upper part of her back. As she comes down with her legs, I'm helping her not just to fall back, but kind of doing it in a more controlled way, coming down. Once I have her feet in my hands, I'm gonna basically pop her up a little bit, just so she can, well, it really depends on how comfortable the flyer and the base with popping from that position. You can do it more than I did or less, and basically we're going to use it as a transition into a prone position where she's going to wrap one leg around my leg and the other leg is just she's going to straighten it out, and I'm going to place my foot where I would usually place it if we would do a Vishnu position. So that's it's like the middle of the inner thigh basically. So from there we're gonna give hands the same way we would going into a bat position. So so she can cross her arms or I can cross mine, doesn't really matter. And from there I'm gonna bring both my arms so a little bit to my left, just so it will be more comfortable for the flyer. And the main focus for me in this position is just have my arms straight, because she's going to need to push on my arms, and also to try and have my hands in as much point as I can. Now that's like the basic of this part. Of course you're gonna have to adjust it to whatever feels comfortable to the flyer you work with, but so that works for me here. Now for the flyer, what she's going to do is basically she'll have to move her weight from both her legs on top of mine to basically having her weight only on her left leg or my right leg, right? And the reason is because we're gonna move from this position to the next position is a side star, which I'm going to need my left leg for. So that's why she's gonna have to move all her weight to my right leg. Now from my side, the thing I can do to make it happen more easily is to make sure that I'm straightening my right leg as much as I can, so that naturally her weight will move to my right leg, and that's the way I'm freeing my left leg. Okay, so from that position, so it's going to be a little bit of like a gentle balance, because you're gonna see here me opening my arms, which I kind of feel like I have to do just to help me move my left leg to her side to catch her there. But you kind of have to work with your flyer, because me opening my arms is not necessarily super comfortable for her. So the more flex I'm going to do with my hands, it's gonna make things more difficult for her. So I'm trying not to do that here, to stay in as much point as I can, but it's not super successful throughout the way. But really the end test is how comfortable is the flyer basically, because you'll notice that as she flips over, like the way she uses her arms, she's going to basically move from pushing with one hand to pushing with the other hand. And the more I'm able to sync basically my hands being straight and available for her to push on when she wants to do it, then it's just going to be more comfortable for her and just less painful for her basically. So basically once I moved my left foot to her to her side, and she pushed with her arms to get herself from having her leg down to from having her head down pushing her head up into a side star, and she's gonna balance herself on that side, and that's basically the end of that transition. It's a little bit tricky. It can take a while to get the gist of it and how to do it without hurting the flyer too much. So make sure to communicate a lot, talk about what feels better for her or less, and such. So anyway, so the next transition is a pretty easy one. It's just from one side to the next one. Nothing too specific to say here. And then I'm gonna put my left leg in her inner thigh. So you're gonna see her twist her leg around my leg. She comes into a chair. She's gonna have to balance herself only on one leg, while she basically straightening her left leg and kind of doing it together, because she's helping herself to turn, and also I'm helping her, so we want to do it together. And because it's going to be just way more difficult for her to do it alone, so it's best if you just be able to sync and do it together. Once she's basically facing me, then I'm having both my feet underneath her, so it's comfortable for her. And that was the first part of this flow. So the second part, we're going to do something a little bit more tricky, whereas we're going to transition from this wide throne to a star. So to do it, I'm gonna bend my legs. She's gonna reach down, cross her hands, just as we would when we want to transition into a star. Regularly, we're giving star hands, I guess you could say. Once we've done that, now here's the trick: is in the last maneuver, she had to put all her weight on her left leg, or my right. But here is going to be the exact opposite, because for us to move into a star here, I'm going to need my right leg to place it under her left shoulder. So here all her weight is going to go on her right leg, or my left, and as she moves her weight over there, she frees my leg. And then this is a bit tricky, because I'm going to move my leg. I'm moving it to her shoulder, and to do that I need to open my arms. Because we holding hands, then it's she opens her hands with me, her arms, and it's not super comfortable for her in this position. But we kind of, again, trying to be synced about it. Yeah, so I'm trying to open enough, not too much, just to place my leg. Once I placed my leg, I'm gonna start gently try to help her to get her waist above her head, basically, so she'll have easier time to balance in a star position. Now it's a tricky transition, so it's best to do it with a lot of spotting at first, or as long as you feel like you need it, spotting. But in any way, once you have your right leg on her left shoulder, and her waist is above her head, and she balanced there, she's in a pike, then basically you reach the star. You don't have to place your other leg also. I mean, I didn't, but whatever works. I just used my left leg, instead of placing it on the other shoulder, immediately to bring my leg forward and to reach from not behind her, but really in front of her, to the side that this entire flow starts from. So my leg is going in front of her, and she's basically using her straight leg to as a guide to where she's gonna go next. So she's placing her straight leg on top of my left foot, and in the side position, I'm helping her to push on her arms to get herself straight. And she's done. She's back to the side star that we started this entire flow from. Okay, from there it's pretty easy, just going to the other side. From there, reaching to her lower back to get her into throne position, and from there helping with one of my legs in like the middle part of her back, also while holding her feet, so she can reach back to the floor, to a handstand without falling down. So that's why it's super important for me to hold her feet like firmly here. And she's reaching down. I'm helping her with my leg on her back. And once she's there, I'm trying to gently help her to get to the floor, balance, and then she's going to use her legs one after the other to basically go into like a handstand, but really just to go back down to the floor and finish this flow. And yeah, that's it for this one. So thanks for watching.